Hey everyone, welcome to one another video, and this video is gonna be special. This video talks about how you can get clients and the multiple outreach methods that you can use to get clients in the year 2022. This video is special because this dives deep into every single method that's available out there for you to get clients. So before getting the video started, if you would like this video till the end, make sure to just give a thumbs up and select like what is your opinion over the video. If you get any questions, just put it in the comment section. I would be happy to answer all your questions. So let's just get started. So let me share my screen and get this thing rolling up. So here we have shared my screen. Let's go to this board where you would learn the getting the clients for your business in the year 2021. I'm super excited to share this with you. I hope you'll follow the steps, you'll learn things from it, and you'll actually implement it in your business in order to get the clients. So the number one thing that you need to focus, and there are three different factors, but the main factor is you should have a clear mindset when you're doing outreach. What's the intention of the outreach, what you're trying to get completed or get achieved with your outreach? These are some simple facts that you should be aware of while doing the outreach. So mindset, the first thing. There are two types of basically reaches. Sorry for the interruption out there. There are two types of outreach ways. One is a way of organic outreach, and second one is a way of paid outreach. Paid is not sort of, you can say, a outreach method, because when you run ads you get clients. It's outreach is wherever you go. So there are two things, one is inbound and one is outbound. Now inbound outreach simply means that you are getting messages from people who are interested in your service, who are messaging you first, who are discovering you. For example, you did some SEO work, your SEO gig ranked, like whatever you did SEO on your blogs, it got ranked on Google. People saw your blog post, they came to you, they gone through the information that you have placed in your blog, they thought that you are an expert in that particular niche, and then they tried to contact you via a website form. That's called an inbound request or inbound blog outreach, where you get queries inbound. Then there is the other process, which is outbound, where you go and try to search for people by messaging them, by contacting them, by running ads, by creating content, and you try to find people who are of your relevant interest, who need your service, who need your product in order to get started. You make valuable content for them, you make content that makes an impact, or you send out messages, you do DMs, you do outreach, you do emails to those people. Okay, so these are mostly an outbound outreach. So we're going to be talking about both. Organic outreach simply means where you are spending no money in order to get clients or in order to generate queries. Paid outreach simply means where you are spending some money in order to get clients, while via running ads, via buying list, via doing other stuff. That's something we're gonna be discussing in detail as of now, but that's paid outreach where you're spending some money to get those queries and get those requirements. Okay. So the first thing you should really focus upon is mindset. What should be the mindset while you are trying to do the outreach? The first thing is, whenever you are doing outreach, you should focus on few important things, which is you should use one method for next 60 days. When I say why you need to use just one method for the next 60 days, there is a fact into it. The fact is, when you keep on changing your methods and you follow something, you drop it in the next few days, it doesn't makes an impact at all. So I highly recommend you that you should follow one method for, let's say, next 60 days, and you implement the things that you learn in this whole video, and just follow that. Okay, if you're following one same method for 60 days, I am very confident enough and I can guarantee you that you would get results. Okay, but let's say you want to follow two or three methods because you have time, you have or you want to say that you want to follow all the methods. So don't do that. Please don't follow all the methods that I have talked. The max you can select is three methods for outreach. Don't go beyond three, because again, you have to create processes, you have to do split testing in order to find what messages are working, what concept is working, what channels are working. These are the things that you need to find out. So make sure you take one method and follow it for 60 days. And if you have more time, if you have a team that can implement you, by max just go with three methods or channels simultaneously. Okay. Whenever you are doing outreach, moving on to the next point, you should make sure that you are adding value to the person that who gets your message, who reads your message, who gets your whatever outreaches you do. A lot of people, what they do is, in the first email that they send to people, or in the first message that they send to people, they start talking about their product, they start talking about the service. It's one of the worst ways to do ever outreach. Okay, I have seen messages like, hi, this is XYZ company, we are doing website designing, social media marketing, and da, 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 da. Devvrat, are you interested for this? Are you looking for this service? Or some people don't even ask the question at the end. Contact us on this number to get started right now. This is not how you should end. You should do outreach at all. So let's say if someone is outreaching to me and giving me a service of, let's say, YouTube ads. Okay, he should know that what type of ads I'm running, what type of audience I am targeting. So if I get an email which says, "Hey Dave, we just got to know that you are looking for someone for YouTube ads," or something, a message like this, "Hey Dave, we just saw that you are running some Facebook ads, and we know that we can help you out to run Instagram ads or YouTube ads as well. These are the following targeting option we thought would be relevant to you. These are some following channels that we thought are relevant to the audience that you are looking for. Would be looking forward to have a discussion with you and share with you the detailed plan of our action." Now, this is the type of message this that I would read. I would schedule a call because I want to know, because this message or this email is adding a value to me upfront. This type of messages work. Now a lot of you would be like, Dev, आपने इतना तेज क्यों कहा, or Devvrat, why have you told this thing really fast? I've told this really fast because there's a lot to cover. So what you can do is, you can just slow out this video or reduce the speed of the video, the playback speed of the video, to basically take a note of the point I told before, and they were like the whole email that I got just gave you at the in the call itself. So this is one thing. Make sure you add value in your emails whenever you are doing outreach. The more valuable outreach you do, like adding value to the person upfront, and the more personalized outreach you do, depending upon what is that person's specific need. If you can achieve that, there would be no one better than you doing outreach on the planet. The next thing is, your goal is to get reviews initially. A lot of people, what they do is, whenever they are getting clients, okay, they try to charge as much as possible. This video is designed, I would say, putting some information, or putting people who are just getting out in mind as an concern, like, sorry, in my mind as in concern. So if you're someone new, this video is just for you. If you're at a beginner level, or someone just starting out, you can just follow all the steps. If you're really at an advanced level, you can just see some new channels that you can use for growing your outreach. But end of the day, whenever you get clients, most of the time your first 3 months are to get reviews from the client, are to add value to his business, so he can retain you, he can work with you for long term. Okay, sale is always a secondary aspect. Getting a good customer feedback, getting a good customer journey, giving him a good experience is one of the primary things. No matter what business you are in, it is always said that customer is king, so make sure you follow that. And the next point is, don't fake anything. This is one of the most important point I wanted to highlight. The reason I say that don't fake anything is, I've seen a lot of YouTubers out there making content. They tell you to like fake identity, like use some girl's identity, use some Englishman identity. When I say Englishman, that's like Indian with name, let's say Ishan Sharma, messaging out to someone in US with the name John Mackle, or uh, Rustin Craig, something like this, like an American identity, like an US identity or a UK identity. Don't do these things, because I've seen with the people I have worked upon, or the people who are much more expert than me that I've seen, and they get messages like that. Also, I also get messages and emails like this. Don't try to fake this, because businesses are built on trust. So don't try to break the trust by just faking up the identities, faking up the reviews, faking up the screenshots, faking up like testimonials, a lot of things. Okay, don't do it. The industry, any industry or any business you go in is really small, because more or less the people at the top are connected with each other, so someday or the other they'll eventually find this up. If you have the results to show to your clients while doing the outreach, for example, you created a great website, and that you know that when I do outreach, when I am reaching out to people that are my potential prospects, this website can really work on. This is great, spot on website. So try to attach it in your first email itself, but just you can have, don't give a strong call to action, give a very narrow down call to action. For example, hey, my name is Devvrat. I help businesses to design the websites that, and this is an exact email that you can copy and paste it out. Hi, Devvrat, this side. I am actually helping people to design websites that basically give the brand identity, the brand look, and convey to our customers what are they looking for. Here is one of the website work we have done for this brand. You can write the name of the brand, and here is the link to it. I hope you love. Then you can like. I hope you love to watch this. If yes, we can also book a call and talk to design a similar one. So see this. I design a whole email just in front of you on this call itself. Just slow down this video and take a note of it. Okay, just make sure you are adding value. Even if it is a client work that you have done, you got the great results for him, you can send it as a case study to other people while doing the prospecting. Moving on to the next thing, which is how can you use organic channels while doing the prospecting. Now you're clear with the mindset, so let's just go with the process. What are the channels that you can use to do prospecting? So these are the channels that you can use to do prospecting. One is Facebook, other one is Instagram, next is YouTube, email, LinkedIn, and partnership. After, in Facebook, what you can do in Facebook, you can use your Facebook profile, you can use Facebook groups, you can use Facebook Messenger, and also you can do Facebook content creation while doing the outreach. Now, I just want to come back upon the fact that there would be a lot of methods that would be discussed in this video. I want you to follow one video very like seriously. Just take it like your business is on it, and you can use other methods on a secondary purpose. But taking any of the one method that basically suits you, that you think is right for your business, make content based upon that. So the first thing is Facebook profile. How can you use your Facebook profile to get clients? Let's say you help people in SaaS business. When I say SaaS, SaaS means people who are into like making softwares, people who do create softwares. Okay, so if you're helping SaaS people to create, let's say, marketing channel, or let's go very simple. If you're helping SaaS people to create website, what you can really do is uh, create a website where, or create a Facebook profile, add all the people from the SaaS industry, like people who are creating softwares, add all these people on your Facebook profile as a friend. Now you'll be like, Dave, how would I get people from SaaS industry on my profile? So just join SaaS groups. Okay, SaaS stands for software as a service. So now add people who are in the SaaS industry on your Facebook profile, and after adding them on your Facebook profile as a friend, you both would be connected. Now let's say your profile has a limit of 5,000 people. So out of that, 3,000, 4,000 people are just the people from SaaS. Now on your Facebook profile, you can write in your bio that I help SaaS entrepreneurs to create websites that convert on demand for them. Something like this, okay? Anything that basically talks to your audience. Then your cover photo could be like helping SaaS owners to make websites that convert. Something like this. So you are using your Facebook profile essentially to share your client results, strategies, anything that you have done in the past, any feedbacks that you have for clients, all those things. So you are just adding people organically, that doesn't cost you money. You initiate conversations and talk with them to convert. The next channel is Facebook groups. There are two ways. Either first you can join multiple Facebook groups. So coming back to the first example, which was Facebook profile, we can say that Facebook groups, you can join other people's Facebook group, talk with them, chat with them, and add them as your Facebook friend initially. But your Facebook profile has a limit of just 5,000 friends. So if you have more than 5,000 friends on your profile, you have to just go with Facebook groups, because you cannot add more than 5,000 people as a friend on Facebook. So then you can create a Facebook group and keep on adding people in your Facebook group. Initially, you can go into multiple different Facebook groups, become a problem solver in other groups. For example, when this company, if you know, one of my first few videos that got really hit on YouTube were around this category, where I was selling people chatbot, and I made like around 1.5 lakhs, which is close to like 1500 USD online. Now, how I did it? The simplest method I did it was I became a part of this group called as ManyChat. Similarly, if you want to become a part of my group, the link is in the description. So, you become a part of any particular Facebook group. After becoming a part of this Facebook group or any Telegram group, a lot of people would have queries. So I also joined this ManyChat group. ManyChat is a tool that is used to create chatbot. I got my first few success designing chatbots for people. So I would share the whole story with this process. So I became a part of this Facebook group, joined the Facebook group. Uh, I thought a lot of people were asking questions. I knew the answers of those questions. Or sometimes if I did not knew the answers to the questions, I know that where could I go, find out the questions and find out the answers as well. So I kept on adding value into the group. And this is during when I was on an internship. So I was just adding value, and then slowly what happened was I was getting reach outs from people who were in the similar niche. Hey Dave, we just saw your message in the Facebook group. You have just added us so much value for this client. Can you tell me how you did this? So when the client used to ask how I did this, I used to say, hey, as of now, I'm not doing this full time, but whenever I'm free, I'll let you know. And what happened when I got free from my internship, I reached out to all these people who had reached out to me, for example, asking questions. And this is an example of an inbound outreach. So what I did the outbound thing that I did was becoming a part of the group and adding value to the questions that were being asked, helping other people in the community, and as a as you say that karma thing. So as I did good to others, people thought I'm an expert. They start reaching out to me, and when I completed this process, when I completed my internship, then I reached out to all the people who were having queries, who were thinking to develop their chatbot but were not having time. I reached out to all of them, and then we slowly closed them. Okay, the reason it was easy for me to close this client was already had an authority in front of their eyes. The next thing that you can do is called Facebook Messenger outreach. So Facebook Messenger outreach is again reaching out to people, doing an outbound on Facebook Messenger, people whom you think they are your existing friends and they are looking for XYZ service. You use Messenger to reach out to them. The next thing is Facebook content creation. You can create when you have created a Facebook profile and you are already sharing your client results and strategies. What you can also do is you can create educative blogs, educative content, educative videos. Basically, any video or anything that solves a potential client problem, if you create that content, post it on your Facebook profile, as well as in groups that you have joined, as well as uh, the Facebook group that you own. If you share all these places, you become an authority, and once you become an authority, people reach out to you in order to give you the work. The next thing is Instagram. On Instagram, you can do three type of, I would say, collaborations, outreach. All these things eventually would lead you to getting clients for your business. So the first thing you can do is Instagram outreach, and in the Instagram outreach, whom you are reaching out to, you can reach out to influencers, and you can work with the influencers who already have the audience that you are looking for as a client. For example, let's just say there is a guy named, let's say, Joshua. So this guy Joshua has like 30,000 people who are following him just because he is a big name in the industry space. And let's say you are offering a service where you are helping other agencies to design their agency website. Clear as simple. Now if you're helping other agencies to design websites, and all these agency owners are following this guy called as Joshua. You can reach out to Joshua saying that, hey man, I've seen you have a following just of agency owner. Are you looking for anything like a partnership like this? Which means every person that comes from the shout out that you give to me on your profile, whatever is the retainer, I would pay you a percentage of that retainer. So this becomes a deal with influencers. I know this brand, again, this is not a very big e-com brand. So there was, let's just say, because I cannot name out that brand publicly. So this brand, what they do is in order to get the sale, they just work with influencers. And they're not selling something like a e-commerce product or thing like that. What they are selling is Facebook business managers. Okay, that is really required for people and marketers. So what they do is they just partner up with this affiliates, or I would say influencers, and influencers do a post shout out and they get clients from that, and then they share a percentage of revenue with influencers. So this is one thing you can do. Next is you can reach out to other brands. Now, a lot of you would tell you the same thing, but I want to tell you what's the catch in it. A lot of people, what they do is they directly message to the page of the brand. You never have to do that. Whenever you reach out to the pages of the brand, so for example, there is a brand, let's say Levis. Levis is a pretty well-known brand, and you message to Levis page that, hey, I design e-commerce website. Would you be looking for one of the cool websites that we make? Levis is for sure wouldn't reply to you because Levis is being managed by a lot of social media team that they have. So it is technically not possible for you to get a response from a brand like Levis. And also, if you're messaging to the page, which is Levis page of Levis, you would not get a response. So you should find out who's the brand owner. So you're reaching out to, let's say, a very small brand, for example, Favhire. Okay, you reach out to Favhire and you say that you know a development, you know how to do development. You reach out to Favhire. If you message on Favhire, I won't respond to you directly because Favhire is being managed by my younger brother. Okay, he manages the social media account, most of my social media accounts. So rather than that, if you go and do a quick Google research and you find out, okay, Devvrat Singh is the owner of Favhire, or Devvrat Singh is the founder of Favhire, and then you message me. If you message me, this for sure I would respond to you if you have a great offer. If you have an offer where I find the value, I would surely respond to it. This is called as brands outreach, but in simple terms, you are reaching to brands owner. So let's just make it a bit different. It is brands owner outreach. You are not reaching out to the brand pages directly. You would reach out to the brands owner, and you can find this out using Google. The next thing is management for fee. This is one of the concepts that's really going around. So you can work with some celebrities, some influencers, or someone who's really established in their niche for absolutely free, and then only ask for recommendations from them that, hey, if I do this work for you, if I design this landing page for you, would you be recommending me to your colleagues? Can you share some quick referrals for me? And I would do this for absolutely free. This is also one way to get a lot of clients by doing work for someone for free and basically charging out and money for them, or basically trying to help others with it. Okay, so moving back to the next point, which is using YouTube, okay, you can get a lot of clients, and in YouTube you can get clients by creating a YouTube channel and adding value to the client, solving out their problem in order to get customers. For example, this video that I'm recording right now is being recorded just to help you out to get clients. Okay, it is solving out the process and the problem of you doing the outreach. Similarly, let's say your client can have a problem like how to design a landing page, how to use a software called as ClickFunnels, or how to use a software called as Go High Level, how to set up SMS automation. Your clients can have multiple number of questions. Your job is to solve out those questions, solve out the queries of your potential client, and share those things on your YouTube channel. And then you can add your consultation call link in the description of the video. Like in the description of this video, I have added a tons of link to my courses. There's a sneak promotion that I just did, but just check out the description. It has a lot of courses and other things that you can use and leverage. Okay, so you can create a YouTube channel where you share trips, where you share strategies, where you share results of your clients, and make sure that you just learn a bit about YouTube SEO so that these things that you create should rank on the platform or the site. Now, I'm not an expert in this category. This is not something I've done. If you want to know what I actually have leveraged a lot, these are two things in organic. I have leveraged a lot, which is Facebook profile and Facebook content creation. That's something that I've nailed during the years because my Facebook friends or the Facebook accounts I have are more or less I add clients onto them only. So this is something great. The next channel is email. Now, if you want to know email marketing or cold emails in depth, make sure you don't forget to comment below because this is one thing I can talk about for hours and hours, or at least I can talk about for it in 1 hour, that I can give you a complete roadmap, softwares, messages, everything that you need. So make sure you just comment below if you're watching till here to go with cold emails. Now, here are two ways of how you can use emails to get clients. One is again cold email outreach, where you like get the list of emails, you scrap the emails, you put it into a software, and you start outreaching out to them. And then the other thing is email list building. This is what I have seen a lot of people doing it on YouTube who make client focused or customer focused content. What they actually do is they just make a content which is where like, hey, this is how you can set up analytics on your account. This is the content that they made, and then they can like say these are the codes that you need to add on your analytics. Now, in order to access the code, you have to go to their website, sign up to a form, and after giving your information, which is name and email or phone number, you add this information, and then only you get access to that particular codes that they have shared in their video. So this type of things, whatever efforts you do in order to build your own list, people giving their own emails for in exchange of something, it is called as email list building. You can do that as well, build a list of clients already by just providing a free value. This email list building can be, I would say, integrated with your YouTube outreach and can also be integrated with your Facebook marketing efforts that you would do. Now, till this point, we haven't mentioned Facebook ads, so don't even think about it because that's some completely different. Again, there comes LinkedIn where you can do content creations and messaging. For me, for some reasons, LinkedIn hasn't performed really well. I haven't been able to crack the code on LinkedIn, so this is not something I am an expert in. But if you talk about emails and Facebook, this is what I've cracked the code. Obviously, ads as well. But LinkedIn is something I'm still figuring out, but you can make content creation there, find people. I think I have a whole dedicated video on LinkedIn outreach on this channel in a public mode. So just search it and you'll find it. In partnerships, you can do two types of partnerships. Now, when I say partnership, I mean with your clients, direct partnership where two of you work together and both of you make money. So first type of partnership is called power partners, where let's say someone else, and again I like to give these things as an example. So power partners or JVs, JV stands for joint venture. When two people or two companies come together, it's a JV partnership. So for example, let's say there's a partnership where there's someone who is giving a website development service and you have a great command over marketing. Okay, like you can do a lot of marketing oriented services. So what you can really do is work with this agency which has an expertise in website development, and you say let's team up, let's both of us team up. You share your clients with us and I share my clients with you, and we both become one single entity. And in your agency you would offer this as a new service, this social media marketing or all the marketing service that I'm giving as of now will become a part of your agency and will offer it as a new service. Similarly, that person can say, hey, all the services that's being offered as of now in my agency I can make you a part of. And the website so in you are offering a marketing oriented service, your clients are marketing oriented, we can help design websites for them. This is called power partners and JV partnerships. You can really do it in your business, it can help you a lot in growing. The other type of partnerships that you can do is called white label agency. So let me give you an example. There is some agency in US which is designing websites for their client. Now, in order to get a website design, they are charging, for example, $2,000, and they are almost spending $1,200 to $1,500 in order to get that website designed by their own team. So, where you can come in the picture is you say, hey, you are getting websites, you are getting it done by your own, that's great. But I can help you out with doing it at a much lower cost. So rather than paying $1,200 to $1,500 for that one website, what we can help you, or what I can help you to do, is get the same website designed for around $800 or $1,000, and you can still save close to $1,000 in savings on this one website alone, because initially he was spending $1,200, or let's say $1,500, so he was saving $500 as a profit. Now he would pay to some another agency, which is you, in partnership, and he would get all his website work outsourced to you. This is called white label agency partnership. So there is one agency that only gets the work, and there's one agency that only gets the work done. So this is called agency white label partnerships. Okay, and white label happens in every single industry, so this is not limited to agencies. This happens in almost most of the industry. Especially I have seen, because of the experiences that I have, I saw see that in clothing industry a lot of white labels are happening. Then in paid marketing, paid is where you spend money on ads, paid is where you spend money on collaborations, paid is where you spend some money to get that exposure and to get the results. So let's talk about it. In paid, you have the following five channels, which is Facebook, YouTube, books, emails, partnership. I also forgot to mention there are two more channels that you can use here. One could be organic, and other one could be inorganic only. It could be SEO. Again, I'm not an expert in this category, but I know people who are using SEO to get clients, and these are people who are very close to me, like in terms of like friendship. They are close friends of mine. So SEO and Pinterest is a great place where which you can use to get clients. Again, if you have the SEO experience, that's just for you. You can run Facebook ads to get calls scheduled, which means people scheduling a call with you in order to get exposure of your service, of how you can help them. You can run Facebook ads to build your list, and also you can run Facebook ads to build your community. When I say community, that more or less means either a Facebook group, either a WhatsApp group, anywhere or any place on internet where multiple other peoples can come and hang together. But here is a word of caution: only go to paid marketing or paid segment once you have crossed $5,000 in retainer. That's the place where you should go of doing the things on a paid basis. The next point is using YouTube. You can use all the above three methods. Just you can change the platform, which is, if you're running ads on Facebook, for any of the three funnels that I've shown you, you can run the same ads on YouTube as well, and you can get traffic from there. The next thing you can do is you can write books of the client's problem. Either you can write a physical book that people can buy from places like Amazon and others, or you can write ebooks where people can opt in. They can share their email address and phone number. These books would be more or less focused on your client problem, or case studies, or anything that you have achieved in your business that you think people would be interested in, or a booklet that gives them the information of your service, or a booklet that gives them the information of how your processes looks like that they can follow. Anything like that. You can also make your book available on Amazon, because Amazon has a lot of free traffic that you can grab. You can make your available book available for $0.99. So zero, around, you can say $1, less than $1, you can make your ebook available. But as far as I know the policies of Amazon, you have to make your ebook paid. So you can make your ebook available for $99, and people would be still interested in your whole ebook. You can have a call to action, which means people can go on XYZ particular website, which is yourwebsite.com/book, and then they can schedule a call with you, they can work with you, they can see your pricing, they can buy your product, you can do things like this. Next is you can use paid email, which means you can buy emails, and you can do a JV partnership for emailing. I'll give you with an example. So I have my partner name as Simran. You might have seen my videos with him. So Simran holds a list, let's say, of 4,000 people who are basically small business owner, and who are more into video sort of services, like they create videos for other businesses. Now I can do a partnership with Simran saying that, hey Simran, you have a lot of people on your email list waiting. What you can really do is you can email to all these people about my service, and if anyone buys any of my service, I'll pay you a commission on the people that got converted. This is called JV emailing. You are leveraging someone else's list, you are leveraging someone else's audience in order to sell out your product or service. The next thing you can do is there are sellers out there, there are platforms out there where you can buy whole email list. This is not something I recommend, but there are options available for this as well. The next option is paid referrals and paid agency partnership. For example, now your agency is growing, you have 10 clients, and your 10 clients are saying that, hey Dave, I'm happy with your work. Can I share you more clients? So you can then introduce paid referrals for any single client they give you. For any new client that comes across your existing client, you pay a commission to it. So let's say you have a client who is paying you good and he referred you another client that pays you $1,000 a month. So you can give 10%, which is $100 to the client that referred you. This is called paid referrals. Okay, you are paying someone else to get referrals for your agency in order to get clients. The next point is paid agency partnership, which means you are paying to some another agency to be a part of it, to become like, or you get acquired by some other agency to sell out your service. Okay, so this was pretty much it. There were a lot of methods I have discussed in this video, but I want to tell one thing: the number of methods are really high, but what I really want you to focus is, don't focus on the number of methods. Take one, two, or max, let's say three methods and just work upon it. Okay, make sure to check out the links in the description. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, and if you have any questions, just feel free to ask in the comment section. I reply to almost every comment in the comment section. Have a good day.